Alright, playing a little game of catch up here. So, last video came out. I thought it looked alright on my editing equipment, and then when I saw it on YouTube, it was complete garbage. My cameras are outdated. So went ahead, picked up a new GoPro, went and spent some money. I'm going to try to bring this channel back. So, since the last video, I have moved. In all the other videos you've seen on my channel, I lived in a city on a one-way street. But now, I live back in the woods, you see? Now, I've been doing YouTube-worthy type of things here and there. I just haven't been recording it. I'm always into some kind of weird project. I'm still doing my share of hillbilly nonsense. And now I have 9 amazing acres of wooded land to play on. And that's a real game changer. Now I can just roll out of bed and go four-wheeling. It's dangerous. So at this point, it's just lazy and irresponsible of me not to make videos, so here we go. Now, the goal is to do 2 videos a week. 1 video of me, I don't know, walking around this property, mushing junk vehicles together. And then a 2nd video of the week of me bashing through the woods in some of these derelict vehicles. Kind of a, we'll call it a Clyde Dog classic for now. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. But this is victim number 1 of the channel, at least. All these vehicles you see here are all meant for off-road only. They're all done with their road lives. So they are going to get destroyed back here. Should be fun. Now the Honda CR-V is not known for off-road prowess. But I have one, so it is now. This little beauty was built in the year 1998. Came from the factory with 126 horsepower, 133 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighed in just over 3,100 pounds. So a little bit more of a background story on this Heep. I bought it in March of 2020. At a little dealership, got it for $1,820 out the door. Not too bad. Got home, started checking it out. It had no rear brakes. When I say no rear brakes, I mean they weren't there. The wheel cylinders were there. Somebody put like a head of a nail into the old brake line to stop the flow. And it only had front brakes. No shoes or nothing back there. So, brake job. Couple sway bar links, pretty common in these things. And my wife drove it for 3 years, put about 25,000 miles on it. And now the clock is up to 253,000. Now the current problems are the power steering rack seems to leak profusely, and I'm not fixing that. It also burns a little bit of oil, leaks a little bit of antifreeze. Nothing you can't top off from here and there, but it's got a little rust. It's got a lot of little problems. Got a little problem with overdrive, but as it is, this is getting destroyed here. I got a pretty similar formula when it comes to four-wheeling. You drop some weight where you can. Okay. I have chickens too, by the way. Drop some weight where you can. You pick up power where you can. Put a little bit bigger tires on it, and you're four-wheeling. No high dollar builds, no nothing like that. You're not going to see that here. But this Heep is underpowered. My goodness, is these things underpowered. Now, alright. Now, there's no low range in these turds. So that's kind of the root of the problem. Yep, cuckoo. There's no lower gear to shift into. So when you've powered out, you've powered out. So we're going to leave the tires alone. We are going to take a lot of weight off this turd. Cuckoo. Also, I have chickens. So I'm rich. So for cutting LBs off this thing, there's a few things right off the bat we just don't need. We don't need anything to do with the air conditioning system. it can all go. The aforementioned power steering problems. It doesn't have power steering, but it still steers manually. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be honest with you. But that whole system can be removed. Also, rear hatch and the spare tire can obviously go. We'll be four-wheeling in my backyard, so if I get a flat tire, I'll just walk home and take a nap or something. But I desperately need to get some pounds off this thing. I do want to keep the 4 regular doors in the event of a rollover. Leave a little bit of rigidity to me. Maybe I get to crawl out of that one. Out the back hatch, right? Or you just keep it rubber side down. We'll see. No guarantees. So, if you're here to see me fix things, you've come to the wrong channel. I don't really fix things. I more or less break them differently and lose tools constantly. So, if you want to watch some guy lose tools and break things differently, you're in the right place. I got it. So, as far as my automotive background goes, it's not much. When I was 11, moved into a farmhouse, tons of acreage, and I was able to take old beat up vehicles and plow through the woods in them. Just having a blast. And after that, I found myself finishing the last 2 years of high school at an automotive tech school, a career center. Yeah. And from there, I was changing oil and tires. Did that for a while. Went and worked on semis for a year. That was interesting. Fun experience, no doubt. And then from there, I delivered pizza. Which doesn't sound like an automotive experience, but it's hard on cars, I can tell you that. Kept me busy. And really, my only other automotive experience is this channel, where you get to see me, my friends bashing through the woods, not afraid to break things. So we're either good at fixing stuff or dumb. Pretty dumb. Well, I've been taking unnecessary parts off this thing here for a couple minutes and broke a bolt there. I'm gonna have to put that one back because the radiator holds it in place. Gonna need that. So what do we do when you have a broken bolt like that? Well, we get our bolt extraction kit and drill and tap into that thing and get it out of there and replace it with a new bolt, just like this. There you go. Broken bolt solved. Kind of to trim that. Yeah, not necessarily a big transformation, but we took the power steering pump on, still had the belt on it. Took some of the AC lines loose. I was gonna pull that compressor out of there, but it's all down on the ground and I don't want to. Got the grill, headlights, just other stuff to be smashed up in the woods. It's easier if they're thrown away up here. And can't really resell them because pretty much everything broke on the way out. That's what happens. Old plastic happens. So just for the sake of this vehicle being junk, this handle's been all messed up. I got it propped open right now because I finally got it open, but got a couple snap studs back here. And it's just kind of the theme on this thing. This handle broke. The road isn't going to miss this thing, I guess is what I'm saying. Check out that old fix. Huh? Gotta keep that bumper on there. Some Phillips head screws. Mismatch. Well, now I'm taking this back tailgate off here, and interesting design by Honda here. This boy, you can't really get a socket on. So, we're going to have to do some clearance work. Bam, bam. that should be enough. All right, now some hammer work. We got that all done. Careful. Careful. Oh. Yeah, I thought that thing was gonna fall. Just needs a little. No. All the way out here with some leverage. Yeah, there it goes. Wires, you don't need to worry about those. So, like most people who got a junkyard of half-working vehicles, they have one battery they lump around to each one of them. This is mine. It's nice. It's really the hero of my life. Starts up all this junk, except the Honda. Honda's got this rink-a-dink battery, this rink-a-dink tray, and it's dead. So, I got a decision to make. I either got to keep jumping this thing or buy a battery. $180 down the drain. But, here's something you won't see in a lot of my videos. Factory hold down. It's pretty nice. I usually bungee those guys up. Now, I'll probably be back to do more work on the old Honda. Maybe take the exhaust off. I don't know. I don't hate my neighbors that bad. I kind of want to keep it quiet. But, it's just going to get hung up and ripped off anyways. But, yeah. That's about all the real stuff I'm going to take off. I probably should take these windows off, but I don't want to, so they're staying. Hopefully they don't bust in my woods and I have a puddle full of glass. So another interesting fun fact about these Hondas is that a Subaru floor mat will fit in the back, no problem. Fits pretty good. Jack. But this is also pretty cool. Maybe the coolest feature of this whole thing. It is a table that these things are in the factory. Look at this. Look at it. Little table. Man. Fella could put all kinds of greasy parts on that. Look at this. We're starting right here. Man. Honda CR-V, the gift that never stops giving. Alright. So it's a new day now. It's snowing. Chickens are out. It's gonna be a good day. Now it rained and snowed all day yesterday. Mostly rained. Snowing today and tomorrow. It's supposed to be dry, but that's when we're going to run this thing through the woods. So there's a pretty good possibility that I'm just going to run it back there, get it stuck directly, and it's going to be a short video. We'll see. Hey, you can't plan these things, you know? Move that table. Perfect. Honda power. So instead of buying a $180 battery for a vehicle I'm just going to smash up in the woods, I'm going to go ahead and try to boil this one with the old battery boiler. Now, I might be aging myself here, but when I think battery charger, this is what I think. Might have a charged battery. If not, I got the world's smallest jump pack. And if that still doesn't work, got old Reliable sitting out there, it's a set of jumper cables. All to not spend $180. Oh yeah, another thing I did off camera there is remove the old nose breaker. Nobody needs that. Well, I think I am going to take that muffler off. It's in the way of the old departure angle. I get smashing some things, and I mean, it's going to sound cool, right? Maybe open up some horsepowers. Probably neither of those things, but it is in the way, so it's going to go. So, muffler's gone. That's where we're going to end the exhaust pipe there, but you can see here, she rests right on the axle there. So we're gonna leave that. That'll be an interesting sound in the back of the video, but it's keeping the exhaust from hitting the ground, right? That'll be good for something. Now all the aforementioned rain and snow and just water laying on the ground back in the woods, this might be a problem. I don't even know where the factory airbox is anymore. I tossed it in the weeds a while ago when I was fixing the distributor. Yeah. Hey, maybe just some foreshadowing. Maybe that'll be the reason why it stays in the woods for a while. I don't know. Stay tuned. Another interesting tidbit about these Hondas, these CRVs. To check the automatic transmission, you have to remove that airbox unless you get real fancy and sneak your arm way the heck back here. But here's the transmission dipstick. It's got fluid. Well, I got to thinking, where would a guy hook to on this thing if he got it stuck? I guess that's my answer right there, I guess. So that rusty hook, I guess, is where I'd go. Oh, a whole lot to really wrap a chain around in this guy. The whole rear end cradle, I guess. I don't know. Punch a hole through there, through the floorboard, wrap it around the bumper and the floorboard. It's gonna get ugly. Now the front's a real problem. Got these hooks here. Oh, I just saw that. Look at that. That might be the day. There's another one right here. Oh yeah, that's gross, but there's a hook. So I guess that's the answer to that. One more thing I did is drop the tire pressure to 18 pounds. I think that would be enough squish without blowing a bead off, but we'll see. Got a spare. Maybe we'll get them flat, but I don't know. So I know I was talking all that doom and gloom about the rain and inevitably being stuck, and doesn't mean I'm going to give up there. I got all kinds of implements of recovery here. I got a log chain, got a strap, a couple fancy anchor shackles. Maybe you can read that. It says China. And I got one of these guys because I have a winch. Manual winch. So I'm not just going to give up when I get stuck. You might get to see me fatly recover a vehicle. Oh man, I hope you get to. I'm going to keep these in the back. I'd much rather them fall out of the vehicle than, you know, rally the driver in the back of the head. You don't need that. So I'm going to make sure they don't fall out. Go ahead. Okay, there we go. I ain't going anywhere.